Alrighty there, friends. Welcome back to the Maximize Thrash Show. It's Maximize Thrash on Maledicta Radio, the best in doom, doom metal, doom gaze, etc. And so these last few tracks you've been hearing, I wanted to describe those to you and tell you a little bit about the music. So, very first at the top of the set, you heard Courant with Sagittarius Supernova. And saw the official video for this one. Really cool video, is it not? And this is out on Van Records as of about 12 days ago. This song is taken from the album Spiritus, which is already available on the current tour, and for pre-order via the web shop for Van Records. And please check out the tour dates further down. So if you go to the more info section on this video, it'll give you tour information. And I'm looking here. And it looks like this band is actually from Italy. Because it says Spiritus was recorded between Elfo Studios in Tavernago, Placenza, and Big Pine Creek Studio in Parma. Which all of those are Italy, but Big Pine Creek Studio. Well done. And David Chiari. Yeah, there's a name. David Chiari, that's very Italian. So this is an Italian metal band. And looks like they're on tour now. And that would be in Europe, obviously. If you're in the US, you may not be able to catch them. Because there's lots of bands that are not able to come to the U.S. right now. But if you're in Europe, be sure to catch Courant on track. On tour. On tour. They're on track. They're going to be always on track if they're on tour, right? Courant with Sagittarius Supernova right up at the top. And then you heard brand new track by Birthday Massacre. That's right. Birthday Massacre, really awesome band from back in the day, actually. They've been making music for a long time. Since, I believe, the late 90s, they're out on Metropolis Records. Which is, if you know a lot about goth music, one of the first and foremost goth labels ever. So, awesome that they're on that iconic label, Metropolis Records. Looks like this track was released on the 28th of March, but it is really quite new, and probably new to you, right? All of you by the Birthday Massacre. And looks like this is on, I don't know if this is the single, or if this is the album itself. I want to click on this and just see. Yeah, it looks like it is a single, so all of you by Birthday Massacre. It looks like they are on tour as well. And I'm seeing, let's see, 4 dates here. It says my nearest event is San Francisco tonight. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So if you're in San Francisco, go see them. They're playing Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and San Diego. Looks like they may have been on a West Coast tour, and I just managed to miss them. That's too bad. I love the Birthday Massacre. They're really good. Been following them for a long time. And then, let's see. Heard from Asia Apocalypse with Mortal Coil. This is out on Closed Casket Activities. It's from the album In Oblivion, out March 23rd. May 23rd. So it's still forthcoming. And you can pre-order that via the link on the more info on that video by Closed Casket Activities. Cool stuff, and it's even got the lyrics and everything, so you can look at that and regale yourself in awesome metal lyrics, because often metal has really awesome lyrics. Very cathartic, honestly. And then, let's see, heard from Interceptor with Fire. Saw the official video for that one. And let's see, this looks like this hit YouTube 2 weeks ago on the 26th of March from the Metal Death album. And let's see, it says we can order that on Bandcamp. I'm just going to click on it and see when that's actually releasing. It does still say pre-order vinyl. Yeah, releases May 9th, 2025. So you can still get that on the pre-order if you go to the links in the video. And let's see. After that, Deaf Heaven. This is from an album that just came out, like really a couple days ago. And the new album is called Lonely People with Power. And boy, isn't that a super remarkable name given our current circumstances. Lonely People with Power. And you heard the marvelous Orange Tree. This is my favorite track on the new album, Lonely People with Power. And I do believe this came out on the 27th of March. So yeah, it looks like all of the tracks were available at that point. And you can even look at Deaf Heaven's lyrics, which they're not always so clear when you're listening to the song, because they are sort of a black gaze band. And so it's not always super clear what they're saying, but if the lyrics are there, you can tell. So awesome music by Deaf Heaven. And then you heard Judicator in this list. This is dedicated to my friends Jenny and John, who just had a little baby, who I'm not sure if they're calling him Stephen or if I'm right that that's pronounced Stefan. I think it must be pronounced Stefan. Yeah. You never know. Is there a V in the middle of it? Is there a PH in the middle of it? And if so, is it Stephen like, you know, the Irish Stephen? Or is it Stefan, as if we say it, you know, in the United States and other places in the UK as well? I'm not sure. They'll have to tell me. But you saw the official video for Miracle of Life, taken from the new album Concord, which you can follow the links there if you love this song and help that band out. They've got a newsletter link here. And let's see. It looks like this, like I said, this album dropped on the 28th. And you can pre-save that on, or actually post-save that now on all of the good streaming sources here by clicking on all of their links. And they do have lyrics here. So I'm going to read you some of these because this is why I dedicated this to my friends and their baby. It's just, it seems like it talks about how everyone born now is the hope of the future. Because it says things like, the wilderness is purchased, all farmland is state-owned, no frontier still defies us, you'll be safe, you will feel no pain. One mind could change our thinking. One hand could swing the hammer and change the status quo. And it's a miracle of life. Seasons never change, it's a miracle of love. Though you know there will be pain, it's a miracle of life. Born into a world that's merciless, spare him. Live in a time that's defined by hate, spare her. Where are our new rulers or our sense of justice? When do we trade our freedom to risk our lives, or our will to risk our lives for love? Let's reclaim our stubborn defiance, revive our living traditions, reclaim our independence, and revive the spirit of mankind. Now, tell me that those are not awesome lyrics to be dedicated to a brand new baby. I think they are. Just saying. Judicator with the Miracle of Life. And then you heard Sad Whisperings at the end of that set. The Land of Silence, Return to Autumn. And The Land of Silence was initially released on the 1998 promo and reissued on the demo compilation album Return to Autumn by Vic Records in 2023. And looks like this video may have been released before that as well. But they're re-releasing this to get it a little bit more, I don't know, attention, information for people. Sad Whisperings, and you know, there's so much good music that we miss that re-releasing it is never a bad idea. I've seen a lot of retro bands and new retrowave bands do that, and it's always a really cool idea. So Sad Whisperings, the Land of Silence, The Return to Autumn, and it was last up in that list. So you'll be hearing the next, let's see, 6 songs? 6 songs before I get back on the mic? Yeah. That is Opia, Tribunal, Prine, Uesavate, Yohimbo, I believe that's Yohimbo, and Soa. So let's go ahead and start this set with Opia, with Man Proposes, God Disposes, here on Max and Minus Thrash. And and then I'll be back on the mic with you after that point.